Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Arnd Feye, and I am having the pleasure giving you an update about our latest activities for collaboration with Lite3D in JT and 3DHTML. Since more than 10 years, we are developing JT solutions with the aim to bring 3D to any user in the extended enterprise. Neutral formats, especially JT, have been proven and are perfect for that. Our JT solutions are branded as Lite3D and based on our own JT ISO toolkit with full control and best performance. Our JT journey started with QCheck for JT and a viewer, which became LiteComply and Lightbox in meantime. Furthermore, with XCompare, we are providing model comparison capabilities and LiteDrop for simplification and IP protection. LiteMachine is a good example of a customer project where we developed an application in the NC working domain. And our latest product is LiteCar. I will start this off with a short introduction into collaboration and the use of 3D data before showing you 3 use cases about data quality, work instructions, and vehicle homologation. Finally, we'll have some time for an outlook in what's new in 2020 and where we are going. 3D for all. In typical companies today, we see a ratio of 1 to 10 for data creators versus consumers. That means there is 1 CAD engineer creating models and 10 consumers in downstream processes using this data. Yeah, at shop floor, for manufacturing, or services, marketing, or sales. Yeah, 90% of these non-CAD users are using 2D today. There can be multiple reasons for that. For example, 2D data are easily created and consumed as an image or PDF because the viewing tools are already installed on any office computer and typically without any extra cost. Yeah, and on the other hand, 3D data are available, but often only as data, so that non-engineers have either no access to this data vault or they don't have the right tools to view them. Yeah, furthermore, there's a big variety of users. On one hand, we have power users that are very frequently using data and are very familiar with the tools, but on the other hand, the majority are web users. Yeah, especially these users must accept the data and use the right tools for that. Yeah, otherwise there's a high risk to not reach these users if you have complicated scenarios, data access, and tools. Yeah, and here's where neutral formats show their benefit compared to native CAD data. 3D processes can be achieved with neutral formats from the beginning to the long-term archiving. Also, neutral formats allowing you to disable your engineering design, your CAD, from the downstream processes. Also, in multi-CAD environments, neutral formats help you to harmonize downstream processes using only 1 format. Yeah, and in total, it goes to reduce license costs. Yeah, in the industry, there are multiple initiatives and working groups to standardize formats and enforcing their use and openness, like the ISO, JT ISO, LOTA, or CESIC and post-IVIP organizations. Yeah, a big list of automotive OEMs have committed themselves to JTISO format already and are driving the future of this format. We at Technia are a member of the Post-AGILE Implementer Forum, and we are providing the software tools to make this happen. The Workflow Forum with the project partners of the industry have defined 30 use cases for JT. The use cases around viewing, like viewing on mobile devices, or using JT for collaboration and packaging up to bidding or inquiry processes. The second level shows and includes also PMIs for drawing less manufacturings, FEA, DMU, or factory plan. Yet finally, the third level includes more information like kinematics that are used in simulation, but also supplier collaboration and high-end visualization is a topic. Yeah, now coming to our first story here. I believe most of you have been in contact with data quality in some way already. Generally, high quality means that it fits to your intended use cases. And data quality for us at Technia has a history of 20 years. We have been helping about 2,000 customers so far with QChecker, CATIA V4, V5, and 3D Experience, and improving their data quality, and can surely say that we are providing the market-leading solution around CATIA. Yeah, Lite Comply now is our solution for JT data. Yeah, quite recently, the topic of validation properties in JT came up, which can now be validated by Lite Comply. And this is where this use case is about. So with the conversion from CAD to JT, not only the 3D model is translated, but also some validation properties written into the JT file, such as area, volume, or center of gravity. And there are much more to come. So let's have a look how this looks in the tool. So we have on one hand Lightbox with Lite Comply, and the other side representing by CATIA. So the model has been converted and loaded into Lightbox, and now we are starting the check run with Lite Comply. There are some validation properties that have been executed, and yeah, let's have a look at some parts where we see that the validation properties are different to what we expect from the CAD system. So the translation is validated, and of course this validation can also be done in batch mode with very detailed reports. Yeah, the next two scenarios I will show are about end-user applications using JT. So there's no need to have native CAD for this downstream purpose. Yeah, in the past 2 years, and in a close collaboration with the truck division of Daimler, we have extended the Lightbox redlining functionality to a fully featured work instruction solution. Lightbox allows easy creation of revision-stable work instructions using JT. Yeah, and the result can either be viewed in a free version of Lightbox 3D, or as 3DHTML, or in the web on any device. Yeah, let's have a look into this one. So on one hand, we have the author who creates the production steps in Lightbox, and on the other hand, we have the consumer with a mobile device. So this little example shows you the work planning of disassembling the hydraulic jack here. So we move out some parts and we create extraction lines. Then we add some annotations and we change the part color or the transparency. We can also add different markups and also highlight the situation or add some pictures to illustrate different tools or annotations. Yeah, finally, let's review the result in Lightbox. So we pull out some parts, some bolts, loosen the nut, and then take out some parts here. So very short, we just went through the scenes. Yeah, and to easily consume it, we can also export it to 3DHTML, and this is where you can open the file on the tablet in a browser. So if you like, you can also add an expiration date to it, or protect the file with a password. Yeah, and if you do not want to share a file like this 3DHTML, you can also use our web viewer to bring this information to your users. Yeah, the third story is about Lite3D that ensures the compliance of the vehicle geometry with international standards such as GTR or the Euro NCAP. We're working in this domain since 15 years now, and this initiative was started and is still supported by the German car OEMs, and more than 100 car manufacturers are using our product Carver in CATIA V5 and 3D Experience today. But as you know, not all automotive OEMs are using CATIA, and thus in 2017 we have started with the development of Lite3D based on JT. So let's have a look at this one. Yeah, the different international standards are stored in Lite3D XML files, and thus can be easily adjusted in case there's any need for a change. Yeah, first we start with some base parameters of the car, like the vehicle length, the rear positions, the loadings. Yeah, and then we go into the pedestrian protection feature, where several curves and impact points on the vehicle are calculated. Another feature is the Japanese MLET standard for close range visibility. So the visibility of an obstacle for the driver is calculated based on the direct view and mirrors or camera systems. And this obstacle is a cylinder of a height with a height of 1 meter that is moved around the car. Yeah, and finally, the bumper function helps the user to position the bumpers according to the specification. So for that purpose, in the model, the test profile is displayed and positioned to the bumper itself. So the test profile has a geometry similar to the bumper test pattern of the physical tests. Yeah, Lite3D 2020 and our roadmap. Yeah, what happened in 2020 and where are we going on? So a major enhancement on our roadmap is the support of STEP AP242 tessellated. This is in work and we're expecting a first release next year. Recently we have updated our development platform to a new Eclipse release. This gives us now the possibility to make the usability even better with responsive design and touch support also for the desktop version. Yeah, and of course, performance is always a hot topic in any of our applications, like loading times for Lightbox or the calculation performance of Lite3D, Lite comply. And we are continuously enhancing the features based on your input, and this is where you come in. So for example, in Q1 2020, 2021, next year, we will offer the safety wages functionality also on light car. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the day so far and wish you a great day.